Video has started. So let me scan everybody. All present. Okay.
Everybody's all present and accounted for?
Yes.
President Council, sir.
Integrity first, serve before self, and excellence not review. Everybody here knows and understands these core values. They are a part of the Air Force core values and have been for several years. We especially know those core values being here at the Air Force Academy. My grandfather is very instrumental in my life, and I look up to him for everything that I've done in past and even in present, as we'll go on through this presentation. He is part of my first object in my bag of learning. I learned a lot from him growing up as a little weeling until he passed away a couple years ago. He was part of the reason why I joined the military. He served in the Vietnam era in the Army, so it I passed that generation on to myself. I was the only other person in our immediate family to join the military, so that generation kind of died out with mine, unless another person joins, but it doesn't look like it's going to. Next one, please. Here's a picture of both myself and my grandfather in basic training. I don't know if you guys can see a resemblance. I've heard from quite a lot of people before that we do look alike. But he isn't the only, military-wise, it's the only thing that I look up to him for, but also my personal life and on through. Hunting and fishing is a big part of me and my husband's life, and part of that is because of going out early in the mornings, 3, 4 o'clock in the mornings, getting up with him and climbing a 15, 20-foot tree in the mornings, trying to look for something. Obviously, we didn't hardly get anything, but we got one duck one time, but it landed in the briar bush next to the lake, and we were like, nope, that's a goner. But speaking of just military life, I got out in 2013, but I still look up to my grandfather even now. And my last object in my bag of learning is actually these two things right here, which I'll go into a little bit more detail. But this one is going to be my associates in criminal justice, and then I also have associates in psychology, both of which I graduated summa cum laude, which if nobody knows that, that's at least 3.8 GPA or higher in most schools. And then I also graduated as a PTK member, which is a Phi Theta Kappa. If you go to a 2-year college, if you have at least a 3.5 GPA, you're part of that. But these are objects that I feel have taught me a lot in life. Not only, like I said, military life, but also on personal, and then also morally has taught me to grow, like I said, not only in military, but in actual everyday life. How many of here looked up to their grandparent or or even their parents? Did anybody in here join because of a relative or something like that? Anybody?
My granduncle.
It's something that you learn to appreciate over time. But these objects, you can see a little bit more into me, because I know most of you guys don't really know me on a personal level. You just know me at work. But with these objects of learning, I think you can look at a little bit more into who I am as an individual, not just who I am as an officer. But that's all I have. Do you guys have any questions? I think that's it.